Hi there, welcome back to Natalie doing the movement thing with you. Very excited to see you all again. All right, so today we are still on this kick of Ayurveda in the spring and movement. So I want to focus today on digestion, right? We talked a little bit last week about just the benefits of the spring season and just to share my personal journey today, I'm actually on my, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm on my day 6 of a gentle cleanse, right? And people are very curious. What are you doing? What is happening? I'm eating foods that are good for my body, in short. I'm not going to get so much into today what like the details of a spring cleaning for the body is, because everybody's individual and unique. And although you can approach it in a more gentle way, which is what I did in this season, really simply with like mung beans and aged rice and some specific spices to help kick up the digestion, I wanted to share some of that goodness with you all today and not talk so much specifically about my cleanse, but remind you today, once again, of how we can help really take advantage of this time, right? It's spring. It's a perfect opportunity for us to spike the digestion, lighten up our foods, and get rid of the junk, right? Everybody wants to look amazing for the summer. So what a fantastic time to do so. All right. So I'm going to get into it. So in Ayurveda, like we talked about this last week, and just as a reminder, I'm an Ayurvedic health counselor going into practitioner in just a few months. So I'm here to share with you some of the gems that you can kind of take away in nuggets. Yeah. So spring is considered the season of renewal, growth, like it's associated with the earth and the water quality, which in Ayurveda we call kapha. These are elements that are super beneficial, but tend to get sluggish and heavy and left lethargic and just congested. Like if you don't really handle them, especially now, you'll see people that are like, oh, my allergies, or oh, I have, I usually get a cold around now, or oh, I'm itching. All these signs are signs of some sort of kapha or earth and water increase in the body. So there are different self-care practices that you can implement that will just kick all of that out the way so you can get clear and feel rejuvenated and vibrant and eliminate, right? Because ultimately we want to be able to enjoy delicious things, but we don't want to hold on to them. We don't want to accumulate water and heaviness and all the things we don't need, right? So we place just daily activities and self practices to help ignite and really help our bodies perform best, right? So small things, I'm going to give you like top 4, all right? Top 4 things you can do to help support, right? First thing is adjust your diet, right? So you're going to favor lighter foods. You'll have drier foods to counteract with that heavy and like liquid quality that most kapha and the air, and not the air, the water and the earth elements bring. So this would include more bitter and pungent, astringent tastes, so like lentils and like leafy greens, turmeric, radishes, and arugula, right? But if you're a person that is naturally heavy, this is really fantastic. But if you're a person that's naturally light and you're already sort of like off the ground and airy and dry, well, that's when you need to check in with your health provider, check in with an Ayurvedic doctor, Ayurvedic practitioner, or Ayurvedic health counselor. And now we'll have some Ayurvedic coaches that you can check in with too, that will be able to just give you dietary advice. This is a new program we're going to be having at SCU. So yes. Another thing that you can do for herbal support, and this is a more general thing, but one of the layams we call, which are called jams in our language, is Chyavanprash. It's this delicious jam that you can take every day, and it has all these amazing, I think it's about 44 different herbs and ingredients that you can take to sort of spike your immunity and really keep you strong, especially in seasonal changes. So Triphala is another popular herb that everybody's learning about, these 3 incredible berries, and it's fantastic for detoxification. You can also do something like turmeric with aloe vera juice to support a liver detox. But again, before you start anything new, it's great to have that guidance. So visit us at SCU's medical clinic and make an appointment today, all right? Another thing that's amazing is lifestyle changes. Work out. Just get up and move, take a brisk walk, ride a bike, do all kinds of things that are going to help just kind of mitigate that lethargy. We got to get the practice going. Breath work is helpful. The more strenuous or rigorous ones, as long as you don't have any issues with blood pressure and or dizziness, or again, that general practitioner clearance is everything. Yeah. And today we're going to work on Pavamuktasana 2, which is fantastic for digestion, and I think you're going to love it. It's super simple, lots of breath works involved, as well as movement, and I'll talk to you about the benefits as well as the contraindications after this last tip. And finally, spring, which I told you last week, is the perfect and ideal time Ayurvedically to do an Ayurvedic cleanse. And this would eliminate the toxins, which we call ama, and it'll refresh the body, right? So when you align with nature's rhythms and practices, you pretty much embrace all of the benefits of spring, right? So you have this energy and this renewal and this feeling of balance and lightness and just vitality, right? We want to anti-age, we want to keep things strong. So keeping all of that goodness in mind, we're going to do Pavamuktasana. This is like almost a tongue twister. Pavamuktasana 2. All right. And this will stimulate the digestive system. This will aid in moving all of the system, which we call the Anavaha Strotas, right? It's basically the space in our body that helps eliminate, process, metabolize, and mitigate digestion, right? It'll improve your digestion, stimulate the main source of how we kind of break down our food system. The Jatra Agni is what we call it in Sanskrit. Reduce the constipation, reduce the gas, reduce the bloating. It'll prevent diabetes. It'll prevent obesity. Another one that was amazing to me was the genital urinary disorders. Like, if you can prevent those, that's like, instead of trying to go for cranberry juice, just these specific movements will help support that. It's phenomenal. Draining the stagnant lymph fluids from the abs, reducing energy blockage in the abdominals, stretches the abs. Like, everybody wants phenomenal abs, right? And then strengthens and stretches your spine. So it's like a win all around. One of the things that you have to really think about, though, like if you're a person that's healthy, but you have like some kind of issues in your skeletal system, any sort of pain in the muscles in the body, like a hernia or something like that, just, again, not for you, right? Major contraindications are people that have uncontrolled blood pressure, that have hip replacements, any serious heart conditions. It can be strenuous for some people, but for someone that's fairly active and has an abdominal practice or is challenged in that arena, well, then you'd know where you fall in this explanation. But ultimately, if you've had any ab surgeries or you have an active hernia, second or third trimester pregnancy, absolute no, right? Some people can do things at different periods in their pregnancy than others, but generally speaking, it's a no, right? And on that note, let's do it, right? All right, so I'm going to set up. I am going to bring you down here with me so we can get this started. And hopefully I'll remember all of the exercises, because it's one of the things I really need to work on personally, right? So I'm going to bring you here with me. Scoot it on back. And we're going to start lying down today, all right? One of the first things you'll do is you'll lie on your back. So if you have any issues doing that, it's out, right? And we're going to do leg lifts, all right? Nice and simple. We'll do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. You can do 3 and try it out, especially if today's the first time you're doing it. You can also take the breathing exercise out if you feel like, oh my gosh, this is really challenging. But I think that for most, you'll be able to do this if you follow all of the yes and no's that we just discussed, all right? So lie all the way down on your back. If you just ate, not for you. But if you digested your food within the hour and a half time, you're golden, all right? So both of the legs start down. You'll inhale, lift the leg up. And exhale, bring it down. Again, breathe and exhale. And one of the things that you can do during this exercise, you can change the speed. 6, 7, 8, 9. You can even play with the breath. 10. right? So if you wanted to play with it, you could, instead of breathing to lift and exhaling to lower, you could exhale here, inhale to lift. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 5 more, 4 more, 3. Pressing the palms down always is nice because it gives you stability. And 1. Great, all right? So from this position, we're gonna do a leg circle. So the leg will go up to the ceiling and we'll circle it around in a nice, big, round circle and then let it stop at the top, right? We're gonna do 5 right, 5 left, and switch legs, all right? So that was 1. And 2, the bottom leg is stable as if you were standing on it. 3. I like to use the arm as well because you get this beautiful tricep strengthener. And 4. And 5. Reverse the circle. Do you see the similarity to Pilates? 2, you probably don't, but I do. 3. And 4. We're gonna have like a day where we just do comparison, Pilates and yoga. These are the exercises that Joe borrowed, and release. All right, same thing, opposite side. Here we go for 5. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And breathe, exhale, lift. 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. And I can tell right away that this is not my stronger leg. 2, and if it's really difficult for you, you can bend this knee, which is a nice support. 4, 5. Good. Now can you see like how it's connected to the lower abdomen and the digestive system? If not, you'll definitely feel it when you do it, all right? So from here, we're gonna do knee raises. So we'll just go ahead and pull the knee in on the exhale, and we're gonna drop it down. We'll do 3 times. Exhale, and lower. Exhale, and lower. And just for fun, let's change the breath. So we'll inhale, exhale, drop. And inhale, exhale, drop. It's a nice stretch in the lower back. 2, inhale, exhale, drop. Switch legs, same thing. Breathe and lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, exhale, drop. 1 more time. Breathe in. Exhale, drop. And then we'll change the breath. We'll exhale, inhale, drop. Exhale, inhale, drop. Last one. And exhale, inhale, drop. All right. So the fun part is if you feel like that was easy, I want to take it up a notch. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Pull the knees in, and then you're gonna pull everything up. Now, if you feel like, oh my God, my neck's bothering me, I don't like this, something's going on with my neck, keep your head down and maybe do like 1 where you check in, right? And then you lower the head and then drop both legs, all right? And exhale, and lower. Exhale, and lower. All right, so from here, before we did the inhale, lowering, right? So let's do the opposite. So we did an exhale, so let's inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. So now the next exercise is going to be rocking and rolling, which is also very similar to Pilates. We've done this for sure in our workout. So far, we've done the circles that are also borrowed from yoga and the rocking and rolling. So if you've been with me before, it'll be something that's familiar to you. Arms are going to reach up. And today I'm just doing this transition because I love a transition between movements to kind of help. One of the easier transitions is to lay on your side and then bring your body up and be respectful to your body if that's what you need today. Otherwise, you lie down. You can roll all the way up to the top and bring the knees into the body. Squeeze the legs off the ground, right? And then just hug the knees and you can rock and roll up and down. It's a really nice massage on the lower body. And this one gives you a little bit more freedom in the head, all right? And you can rock side to side, which I love this one too, because it's like it gets the hips, you know? Get a nice little massage in that lower back, which I always appreciate. I feel like the back needs more acknowledgement. And you'll breathe. And breathe. You can see why it's not a good idea to eat before this. And breathe. And breathe. I'm enjoying the side to side, but I think we should go back to the forward and back one more time. Are you ready? Here we go, up and down. Good. And then after that, lower your body. Let's pull the right knee into the chest. I'm going to go toward you first. And we're going to keep it nice and simple. So we're going to do a gentle spinal twist. This one's just really, really gentle. So this knee stays. The arm, the opposite arm is going to open. You'll look toward the side of the body. Take a deep breath into the nose. Out through the mouth. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take advantage. One more time. Breathe. Exhale. Good. Come back to the center. It's very, very it just feels good to do. And it's simple, right? I mean, you can do this every morning. Opposite leg lowers. We're doing bent knees for both. Gentle twist to the left. Reach it on out, or whichever side you didn't do. Look toward that hand. Breathe into the nose. Out through the mouth. Breathe in. Nice gentle spinal twist. Exhale. 2 more for good measure. Breathe in. And out. One more time. Nice deep inhale to the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Fantastic. Come back to the center, and then we're going to do the universal spinal twist. So the universal spinal twist, the only difference is the leg is long at the bottom, right? Pull this knee into the body and let it cross across the body. So it's a bigger twist. This knee falls. If you feel like, oh my God, my back hurts, pause, bend the knees, do the first one we just did, right? Lengthen the opposite leg if you're feeling good. Reach it out and breathe. Feel the difference in the stretch. You may feel a stretch in the neck. You'll feel a nice stretch in the spine with no doubt. And then look toward the extended arm. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring that knee back into the chest, and let's switch it out. Opposite leg's going to reach and lengthen and twist. Arm reaches out. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. It's such a rewarding stretch. Breathe in. And exhale. Awesome. All right. Now, we're going to do boat pose. Some people do not like this pose. Some people love it. I'm in between. It depends. Because in Pilates, we do something called teaser that's very similar. But I think it's so necessary. Number one, you're acknowledging all of the digestive system, but you're also getting the abs ready for the summer. Whatever you're going to be doing, it's nice to have a strong abdominal practice in the body. Now, abs are not just the rectus abdominis or the obliques. It's also the glutes. It's the pelvic floor muscles. It's everything surrounding the lower systems. Yeah. So those QLs are also a part of your core. That's the quadratus lumborum, the quads of the back. Okay. So from here, squeeze the inner thighs together. Without further ado, our grand finale strong pose. Curl the head and shoulders up and reach the legs off the ground, right? And then you'll just stay here and you'll breathe. And if you need to bend the knees, you can. If you want to come up even higher, you want to be in this position. If you want to come up even higher and be here. But the true bow pose is down here. This is where magic happens, right? Stay here for 10. Stay here for 9. Stay here for 8. Squeeze the inner thighs together, 7. Find your glutes, 6. Squeeze even tighter, 5. 4. 3. Keep squeezing. 2. It's like a broken record. 2. Okay, 1. You got to take advantage of the fact that you have the ability. It's such a gift. All right. Come on up. All right. So that was fun. So basically, we went through a nice, simple Padottasana 2 series, right? We started with the leg lifts. We did 10 right. We did 10 left. We did leg circles. After we did leg circles both directions, we did the knee to the nose, where you stretch the back and squeeze the belly muscles in 3 times on each side. We did both knees into the chest, giving our back a nice stretch, a nice connection in the lower belly, and extend the legs down on the floor. And then we rocked forward and back and side to side, which I really enjoyed the side rocking. I don't know which was your favorite. Let me know. If you let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. All right. And then what was the other thing we did? Oh, the spinal twist, the luxurious, gentle, small version of the twist. And then the universal spinal twist, which was like luxury. And finally, the grand finale, which was the boat, right? The boat pose. So this can be done in like 5 minutes if you do like 2 or 3. The breathing is so essential in these movements. It will really, really take it up a notch. You can speed it up. You can slow it down. You can do 10 of each movement, but it's really approachable, all right? So for today, I think that's a nice start. I'd love to do a Strika. So if you feel very, very available, right? And you are healthy and you have not just eaten and you are not pregnant and you don't have any contraindications or high blood pressure, then this may be for you. It's more rigorous. It's fantastic for spring, and we did do it last week, all right? So with Strika, you have the option to just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is like the breath of fire. So you'll see people go so really quickly, and then you'll see people, which is actually a different style of pranayama, but it's a great approach to Strika. And then you'll see people reach their arms up and then pull them down, all right? So we're gonna do that one today. We'll do 10 Strika breaths, all right? And it'll look like this. The arms will reach and they'll drop. Reach, drop, reach, drop. So it's a great way to get your heart rate up. While you're reaching and dropping, you're gonna exhale the air. Exhale the air, right? This is fantastic to add onto any rigorous workout that you have. Number one, it will help you regulate your nervous system. It'll get rid of any sort of angst or aggravation you might have in your body. And it'll heat your system up internally to also help you get rid of some stuff that needs to go away, all right? So here we go. Reach the arms all the way to the sky. Do 10 with me. You can soften the eyes, which I love to do. Breathe in through the nose. 10 reps. Exhale. How did that go? Right, if it went well for you. Commit to the movement, yeah? So when you're doing the movement, you want to make sure that it's intentional, yeah? So this time when we do it, really feel the belly squeeze in toward the ribs and the spine, right? It'll really lift up toward the ribs and squeeze back toward the spine, all right? We'll do one more round. If you're not doing another round, you can just keep your eyes soft and do natural breathing. All right, here we go. Next round. Arms reach all the way up to the ceiling. Here we go. Stay here. Return to your natural breathing. Good, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. All right, I hope that went well for you. So if you find that you're a little dizzy or you feel a little nauseous or something of this nature, it may be too much for you to do 2 rounds, or maybe you need to start with 5, or maybe it's just not a match, right? You can always check in with an Ayurvedic health counselor, an Ayurvedic practitioner. You can just write in the message system, or even better, before anything, what do we do first? You should probably be able to answer this at this point. You check with your primary care physician. All right. But if you are interested in Ayurveda, or say you are a health practitioner right now in one of our programs at SU, We also have a really new program for our youth coaches. So if you are curious and you are not ready to dive completely into a full-blown program where you're learning about the pathology and medicine of Ayurveda, then you can go in and learn about some of the fundamentals, and I believe it's just a few terms. So please go on SCU's site, the Southern California University of Health and Sciences. You can type it in Google, and it'll pop up under Ayurveda Health Coach, all right? So please investigate that, and you'll be really excited to see what the offerings are, and I hope to see you, all right? And more importantly, I hope to see you next week here, 12:30 p.m., live on YouTube, with me, Natalie, all right? Your very own Ayurvedic health coach. So I'm actually not your health coach, I'm your counselor, but you know what? You can call me both. And I would love to say to you, have a beautiful weekend. More importantly, and most importantly, all you have to do is show up. The rest we can do together. Have a beautiful day. So wonderful to do these wonderful movements and learn with you. Have a great one.